Today I'm going to be talking about learning a song by ear. Hi, this is Walter Rodriguez here. Welcome to another mini lesson. When we try to learn a song by ear, it is very important that we disconnect our ears from the melody and concentrate on the harmony, on the chords. Now, there's a few steps that can help you transcribe a song. Now, the first step, the most important one, is to find out what the bass note of the chord is. So I have here on my looper a chord progression recorded. I'm going to play so we can apply the steps together. So here's the progression. So like I said, the melody is very easy, so we don't even need to listen to the melody right now. Let's see if we can pick up the chords. Just concentrate on the chords. Now let's take a look at the first chord. Boom. So that's the bass note. You're gonna go ahead on your instrument and pick up the bass note. Here it is. It's a note E. So now we know that the chord is an E chord. Now the second step, step number 2, is to identify if it's a major or a minor chord. So how do we do that? I'm gonna sing the scale using the movable Do. Now there's a lesson here on Patreon where I specifically talk about the movable Do. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's very helpful. So in a few words, the movable Do is no matter what note you play, you just start that note by calling it Do. So you can sing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. So if this is Do, the major third would be Do, Re, Mi. Then you find the Mi, Do, Re, Mi. Now, over the first chord, you're going to play or sing or both that note over the chord and see if it fits or not. Let's try it. It fits perfectly. Now, let's see if we had used the minor third. The minor third would be Do, Re, Mi. Here we go. It clashes, so it does not work. So it's definitely a major chord. So we have step 1, the bass note is E. Step 2, we know that it's a major chord. Now step 3, we're going to look and see if the chord has a 7th or not. Now this is how you find a 7. You just sing the bass note, one octave higher, then go down just half a step. So this would be a major 7. Now we're going to check if the chord has a major 7 or a minor 7. So let's start with the major 7. He goes over the first chord. It fits perfectly. Now let's play the minor 7 and see if it fits. It doesn't fit, it clashes as well. So now we know that the first chord is an E major 7. Now let me play over the recording. It fits perfectly. So the first chord is done. Now let's move on to the next chord. Chord number 2. Oh, the bass is right here. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, oh. It's a G sharp. Now, once we know it's G sharp, let's check if it's major or minor. So, Do, Re, Mi, Do, Re, Mi. Let's play the major third. Perfect. Now let's try the minor third. No, it doesn't fit. So it's definitely a major chord. So now let's check if it has a 7th or not, or whether it's a major 7 or minor 7. So let's start with a major 7. So this is the bass, sing an octave higher. F step down. This is the major 7. No, it clashes, it doesn't work. Let's try the minor 7. So octave, major 7, minor 7. So this is the one we're singing now. Perfect. Again. So it's definitely a G sharp 7 chord. So we have the second chord out of the way. Let's move on to the third chord. Chord 1, 2, now. Now, first step, identify the bass. Oh, here comes. It's a C sharp. Now, step 2, major minor. Do, re, mi. Let's start with a major 7. Do, re, mi. Here comes. Ooh, it clashes, it doesn't work. So now let's try the minor third. So do, re, mi. Here comes. Perfect, it's even the melody note. So we know that it's a C sharp minor chord. Now let's see if it has the 7th or not. Now, the majority of the minor chords, they have the minor 7th. Now some chords, they have major 7. Let's say if I can play a C minor 7 chord with a major 7. But the majority just has the minor 7. So let's see if that's the case. Let's sing the major 7. Let's see what happens. So do, do, have a step lower. So major 7. Here it comes. Doesn't fit. Now let's try the minor 7. Perfect. So now we know that it's a C sharp minor 7 chord. So the first one was E major 7, G sharp 7, C sharp minor 7. Now let's see what the next chord is. Here it comes. Boom. That's a B in the bass. Step 1, now step 2, major minor. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi. So let's sing the major third. Yeah, it fits and it's the melody note. So we know it's a B chord, it's a major chord. Now let's see if it has a 7th or not, because some chords they're just triads, they don't have the 7th. So let's see if it has the 7th. So 7th would be the major 7. Let's start with the major 7. Do, do, di. Here we go. Ooh, it clashes, doesn't work. Now let's try minor 7. No, not really. I mean, it could fit, but it's out of context here. So definitely it's a just a B triad. Now let's see what the last chord is. 2, 3. Now, boom. Sounds pretty much like the previous one, a whole step lower, but let's check. Major minor. Do, re, mi. 2, 3, 4. Here comes. Also the melody note. So it's definitely a major chord. A major. Let's check if it has a 7th or not. So do, do, ti. Here's the major 7. comes. I mean, it could fit, but it's out of context, and when you hear it closely, you see that it has no 7. So E, G sharp 7, C sharp minor 7, B major, and A major. So there we go. Just make sure when you're transcribing or you're learning something by ear, you listen to the song either with headphones, earbuds, or through speakers that can reproduce the low frequencies, so you can hear the bass note. Because if you listen to a song on your cell phone, it's not going to reproduce the low frequencies. Therefore, it's going to be real hard for you to identify the bass note. And of course, some songs are way easier than others, harmonically speaking. But if you follow these 3 steps, at least you have, the tools to get you started. And of course, the more you do it, the easier it gets. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you next time.